Hello everyone! Today I'm wearing a dress which we made together last time. I showed you how to make it without a pattern, and then I stitched it. Now you can see how the finished dress looks like. You may think that this dress is too close-fitting for me, but the fabric stretches. I know that I will even have to make it tighter here after wearing it for some time. I love how this dress fits me. I'm wearing an underdress. It's made of knitted fabric. Of course, it makes the dress fit me better. I wanted to have a look at the point where the side seam turns into the sleeve. Notice that I started drawing the sleeve not from the waistline, but higher, somewhere in between the waist and the bust. I knew all the accurate measurements, so the sleeve is of perfect shape. Due to this fact, the dress even makes me look slimmer. And the sleeves look good. Now you know that one-piece sleeves don't have to be baggy. I hope that you like the design. Anyway, this is not the review of this dress. There is something I want to tell you. I want to show you 10 designs of dresses on the basis of this pattern. Today I'll show you how to make a dress with a wrap over. You don't need a basic pattern to make such dresses. I'm going to show you at least 10 designs. You can make not only dresses, but also blouses and jackets using this technique. Have a look at the table. This is the sketch of the dress I'm wearing today. Today I'll show you how to make a dress with a wrap over in its basis. Have a look at these two sketches. What is different in these dresses is that there is a collar in one of them. These dresses can be decorated with flaps or cuffs. You can make a very light coat this way. This is going to be a jacket-style dress, so it can be used as outer clothing. I'm going to show you how to make the both types of these dresses. And I'm also going to show you many more dresses using this technique and pattern. Have a look at the pattern. I watched the first video to make an accurate pattern. It copies the dress I'm wearing now. Now I can start working. The back detail won't change. I just need to cut it. It's the front detail that needs to be changed. There will be a collar and a wrap over. I had to fold the fabric this way to have enough fabric for cutting sleeves and wrap over. This piece of fabric is 1.4 meters wide when it's folded in half. First, I need to draw the edge of the wrap over along the selvage. I'll cut it right away. Next, I need to add about 11 centimeters for a wrap over. You can add 9, 10, if 11 are too much for you, or you can add more. "11 centimeters are enough for me. This is the center front. I'll sign it. This is the edge of the wrap over. This detail is 11 centimeters wide. Next, I need to pin the pattern to the center front. This piece of fabric is 1.4 meters wide, so I was able to place the pattern this way. This is the center front in the pattern. I'll sign it too. This is the waistline. Now I can pin the center front to the center front. You can't even imagine how many different dresses I'm going to show you on the basis of this pattern. This pattern copies the dark blue dress I'm wearing now. I want to make the sleeves about 5 centimeters longer. The length of the fabric allows me doing that. Next, I need to draw the waistline on the fabric. How to decide where to attach the first button? Take a measuring tape, put the point 0 on the shoulder seam, and then just measure the distance to the first button. You can attach it wherever you want. I want to attach it here, 40 centimeters down from the shoulder seam. This is not where I'm going to attach the first button. I just needed to mark the level. The button will be attached here. I'll sign it. Have a look here. To draw a collar with a label, I need to draw a line this way. If the label is single-breasted, these details should be made wider. If the label is double-breasted, these details should be made narrower. This is how we need to draw a label. I just want to change its shape. You can make it of any form you want. The fact that I drew the neckline this way doesn't mean that you have to draw it this way too. The front is ready. I can start cutting. Do not forget about the seam allowance. Be very attentive. I'm not telling you anything about this pattern because you already know everything about it. You can't even imagine how many different items you can make on the basis of this pattern. Amazing. The front is ready. I made the sleeves longer, made the wrap over, and added the seam allowance. I need to make small notches on the waistline. Next, I can move on to cutting the back. The only change I had to make in the back was to make the sleeves 5 centimeters longer. This is just modeling fabric. This is why I'm cutting so fast. You should be more careful. I'm not going to wear this dress. I'm making it just for this tutorial. Do not forget to make notches on the waistline. I'm not going to draw anything on the pattern because I'm going to use it again. This is the back. I cut the two details and tacked them. Now we can move on to working with the front. Let's have a look at the details. I made the wrap over. It's 11 centimeters wide. I changed the neckline and drew the label. I marked where to attach the first button. This is how the label is going to look like. I don't want to make a deep neckline. You can make it deeper if you want, and in this case you will have to wear a top underneath. Such necklines are too sexy for me. Next I need to trace the center front to the other side. I'll make spacing seams with a white thread. You already know what a spacing seam is. It's a line which marks the position of something. We need to make spacing seams in order not to make mistakes. Notice that I'm taking each layer of the front separately. I made spacing seams on the center front and on the first button. I need to do the same thing on the second front detail. This is the center front, and this is the first button. The label starts from the first button, and then goes to a point which is 2 centimeters further to the left from the shoulder top. This is how the label looks like. Draw a straight line this way, and then trace it to the other side. I will also make a spacing seam on the label. Very nice. The dress is almost ready for taking. I remind you that I'm just showing you the techniques. You can change the designs however you like. What is important for me is to show you how to do things. When I tack the side and the shoulder seams, I'll try the dress on. I'm not showing you how to tack the dress in order not to waste time. You already know how to do it. I'd better show you some really useful moments. Next, I need to draw a collar. It will start from this point. I want to make the collar as wide as this part of the label. You can make a collar of any width you want. Next, I need to outline the front and the back details. This point should be made 2 centimeters wider. Don't change this part of the collar, otherwise it wouldn't fit in the neckline. Draw a collar this way. I want the collar to be 7 centimeters wide on the back. Next, I need to draw the other side of the collar. Have a look here once again. This part of the collar copies the neckline. This part should be made 2 cm wider. The collar is 7 cm wide on the back. The collar is ready. Next, I need to cut it. Don't use a ruler to draw a collar. Do not forget to make a notch on the shoulder. Next, I need to make the back part of the collar a bit wider by making several cuts. I'll open each cut for about 3 mm. I don't like it when people tell me how to do this or that. I'm showing you how I work. You can like it or not. I'm not going to wear this dress. I'm making it just for the tutorial. I've added 7 mm for the seam here, and I'm not going to add anything to the other side for you to see the shape of the collar clearly. Notice that I opened each cut for about 3 mm. The collar is ready. This is how it looks like now. Next, I'll take it to the dress. Do not forget where we should start taking the collar. Have a look at me. I'm wearing the tagged dress. This is a dress with a collar and a label. Have a close look at the dress. It can be a dress, a jacket, a coat, anything. You can make a collar of any shape you want. I would attach 4 buttons on the front, just like on the sketch. This is a double-breasted item. You can decorate it with pockets, with flaps. Next time I'll show you one more design on the basis of this pattern. That's all for today. Be different and beautiful. My name is Paukštė Irina. Guys, please subscribe to my channel, write the comments and share the videos. I really need your support. Thank you. Goodbye.